this to your question ऋषभ कि इतना लंबे टाइम से बियर मार्केट चल रहा है तो हाँ मतलब काफी टाइम हो गया बट एक चीज समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि मार्केट्स आर साइक्लिकल इन जनरल मतलब एनी एसेट क्लास एंड वेदर इट इज क्रिप्टो और इक्विटीज जनरली साइक्लिकल होते हैं and crypto में at least my observation has been average cycle period of roughly 3 to 4 years 13-14 में भी आया था 17-18 भी था 21-22 and then अभी चल रहा है I don't know how long will this last so market cycle कितना लंबा चलेगा that's not in our control but what we have been हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग while the market is kind of in bearish mode, we are super focused on building. बहुत सारे products बना रहे हैं and लोगों को पता भी है like we have recently announced Octo, but that is more from a builder point of view. If you are a builder in the space, I think this is the best time to build, and I can tell you as an entrepreneur because I have started building this 2018, 2019 bear market, and that was very critical. So I think this is a great time to focus on building if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a learner in this space, if you are if you're trying to understand about this space, it's a great time to know about the technological development that are happening. zk sync में क्या चल रहा है, DeFi में क्या हो रहा है, there are a lot of new things that are coming up every now and then in terms of blockchain infrastructure. So, and if you're an investor, it's a great time to depending upon at what position you are in, hold or do profit booking, buy the dip, rebalance, whatever you want to do. But most important thing is to not get distracted because this is not something new, कोई नया नहीं है, मतलब हमेशा है और हमेशा रहेगा. और अगर आप मार्केट को टाइम कर सकते हैं तो आप एलॉन मस्क होते हैं मतलब, राइट? सो you don't know how markets will what is the trajectory of the market, but what is important is how do we make the best use of this time. Yeah, I think that's a very very fair ask from the community. सही बात है, मतलब regulations काफी फ्रेंडली होने चाहिए. अभी जैसे आप टैक्स की बात करेंगे तो काफी स्ट्रिक्ट है, and I'll be honest, I personally feel that the way current taxation framework is designed is very strict. 1% TDS is not at all investor or trader friendly, and because of that there is a lot of volume that is moving offshore to some of the international exchanges, which is not in the benefit of the country, and I'll be very candid when saying that. And also it also takes the innovation away from the country, right? तो regulation से क्या होता है ना, regulation अगर अच्छे हैं तो आप बहुत ज्यादा लोगों को देखोगे जो build कर रहे हैं. People will use let's say local exchanges more. There will be a lot of trust, and the ecosystem थोड़ा fast grow करेगा. So I think बहुत सारे benefits होते हैं अगर regulations थोड़ा friendly होते हैं, like Meghna also mentioned. Right now, to be honest, it is little on the stricter side, but ये ना कोई नया चीज नहीं है. मतलब I think if you experience if you see any new industry, जो regulatory changes है वो over सबसे पहले tough होते हैं and then वो धीरे धीरे ease out होते जाते हैं. And you can see this with telecommunications when it was around a few decades back. Same happened with aviation also long back. Even the banking sector regulations were very tight early on, then they eased it out, and now look at the fintechs. People are building new fintech companies everywhere. That has been the trend. The only unfortunate part is अभी दुनिया ना बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है. मतलब the world is moving way faster than before, and as a country it's important that we are ready. We need to be ready to tap some of these opportunities which are very time sensitive. लेट्स से अगर 2-3 महीने के अंदर इंडिया ने उसका फायदा नहीं उठाया तो बहुत ज्यादा ही अपॉर्चुनिटीज है वो वापस से, जैसे इंटरनेट नया था, यूएस गॉट द एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट. I personally would love to see India taking the benefit and the lead in Web3, and that is what I feel. Unfortunately, some of the things from a regulatory standpoint थोड़ा slow move कर रही है, but if you think from the government point of view also इतना आसान नहीं होता regulation करना in a sector which is so fast evolving, which is so complex technologically. I hope in the coming years this will get eased out a lot, and I am personally very positive about it because we've been doing a lot of discussions with the relevant stakeholders within the government. We know that government has mentioned that there will be global consensus on regulations. जिससे ऐसा नहीं हो कि इंडिया में रेगुलेशन बहुत अलग है और बाहर बहुत अलग है, because there is global consensus. There will be a level playing field. Which is I think the right approach. But overall I think right now if you look at from a short term point of view आपको लग रहा होगा taxation वगैरह ज्यादा है, but this is from what I understand is अभी just to control the growth of the industry until the government figures out regulations, which has its own downsides. But I think long term, as long as we are all sure, and from whatever we are hearing, that government is also talking about regulations. In nowhere I have read about conversation of a ban from India. Like 3 साल पहले सुनते थे, there was a bill that was supposed to be tabled के ban करना है, but 2 साल से, and all of you know, right, there is no conversation around banning, which is a positive move. The only thing is we expect government and things to move very fast, but practically it is very challenging. These are complex matters and it takes time. And अगर ecosystem अच्छे तरीके से बनाना है, healthy तरीके से बनाना है, तो थोड़ा patience as a community, which I have learned it recently, थोड़ा patience हो तो अच्छा होता है. Otherwise वो आपके दिमाग में आता है कि हमें regulation करना चाहिए 3 महीने के अंदर, 6 महीने के अंदर, ऐसा नहीं होता, right? I think what I'm expecting is that 2023 and 2024 is going to be the year of regulations, where there will be a lot of new things, lot of clarity that will come from different countries around how countries are going to regulate it, and India will also pretty much take the same path, which I believe is a positive sign, because India is not going to take a totally different stance. That is already clear and very clearly communicated from different people in the government.